versus Petr Yan 2. Listen, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Listen, I told you there was real value on Petr Yan. Petr Yan is one of the pound for pound most skilled mixed martial art fighters ever. And Petr Yan out wrestled Merab. He out damaged Merab. And I mean, Merab outstruck him with his pillow fist. I'm so glad Petr Yan won. I thought it was a shutout performance from Petr Yan. Look, the judges tried so hard to rob Petr Yan, try to give it to Merab. When fucking Merab's face was busted in the first round, busted in the second, dude, Petr Yan's face was clean. Nothing happened. DC and Rogan were pissing me off, saying, "Oh, dude, I don't know, man. It could be Merab could be up to, but it's 1-1 at the very best." I'm like, shut. I thought Yan won every single round, even though I'm extremely biased. Listen, after the co-main, after that fluke injury, that freak injury, whatever, I really needed this. Petr Yan is the bantamweight champion of the world. Petr Yan is pound for pound the best fighter we have ever seen, ever. And listen, Lucas Tracy wasn't crazy putting Petr Yan in his top 15. You know, everything Lucas Tracy says, most of it, the crazy shit, is coming to fruition. He beat Merab, who was top 5 all time. I would put Merab in top 5. Merab is beating killers, even beating Yan. Right? He's 1-1 with Yan. I told you Yan was gonna had his right hand fixed, and no one, people say, "Oh, put the house on Merab." Dude, this is so easy for Yan. It's like, I want to see all the fake Merab fans. I am so glad that all the fake Merab fans are gonna go fuck off. Right? They're gonna fuck off because they are so annoying. You see them everywhere. They don't even watch the sport. Like, Merab is boring as fuck. I don't know why anyone would be a fan of Merab. Listen, I get liking winners, but this is taking it to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Merab is boring as hell. He fucking sucks to watch. It's a grind, bro. It fucking sucks. And I'm glad Petr Yan put belt to ass on Merab. Petr Yan took this with 0 damage. He decisioned the decisionator. He fucked up Merab pretty badly. And I knew going into this fight that Petr Yan's problem was the high guard. But, JDM's a retard, apparently, and Petr Yan's a fucking savant. Because Petr Yan just decided, fuck it, I'm not going to leave these, I'm fighting a wrestler, he downloaded the data, and he 50-45 Merab. It is what it is, buddy, I just said Petr Yan would win, and he won, I'm a genius like that, you know how it is. Man. Bantamweight is alright again. Bantamweight's good, bro. We're in a good spot. We have an entertaining champion, a goated champion, and Merab and his little fucking stupid fans, annoying fans, acting like they fucking know shit when they say, "Oh, Merab is the bantamweight goat." Right? He still is. He lost to Petr Yan, who's probably the second best. He's probably the second greatest bantamweight of all time. I think Petr Yan's the best bantamweight of all time. Even though he fucking lost it. Listen, we're gonna flip the narrative. We're gonna say he beats O'Malley. O'Malley's a hoe. Okay, we're changing the agenda. My agenda, at least. I used to say, "Oh, O'Malley arguably won." I'm just saying, no, that was a flat robbery. He arguably won against Aljamain. Aljamain's a hoe. Fuck him. At bantamweight, at least. It is what it is. He lost to Merab. Oh, he was injured. He broke his hand. That's why he didn't throw it. And he downloaded the data, and after getting 50-45, then he fucking 50-45 Merab. They tried so hard to give a round to Merab. I thought he lost. I thought he won no rounds. He got hurt, in every round, he got stung pretty fucking badly. And Yan just came out of the round, without a scratch. Look how many takedowns he got. He only got 2 takedowns. And they tried to give him 2 rounds. I fucking hate the judges. They're fucking stupid and retarded. And, their breath stinks. Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van is, I love Joshua Van, but he is not a champion, right? He didn't beat Pantoja, like, legitimately, but that's not his fault. You know, I don't want to slander his name. I like Joshua Van. It's not his fault. It is what it is. They have to follow protocol, give it to, you know, rule it a TKO. Freak injuries happen, and the fight's gonna happen again. They're gonna book it again unless Pantoja has like a long ass layoff, and they're gonna book Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira, and then they can like say, oh, Asians, well, look at the Asians, look what they're doing, which is good for the Asian community. Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. Listen, you know, this is alright fight. Moreno just fucking basically tried to pull a triangle in the first round. Taira just fucking put belt to ass on Moreno. How good is Brandon Royval? I've been saying this. Everyone's been trying to fucking act like Moreno's better than Royval. Goat Val is better than both of these guys. He's beaten both. These two men's. Going into the fight, Moreno's last loss was to Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval beat Taira. They 10-8'd each other, so that evened it out. So, no, bro, it could have been ruled a draw. It's like, you can kiss my ass, you know, respectfully. Taira's goated. You know, the Prodigy's got the win. Good for Taira. Taira's fuck, man. I guess I overestimated Moreno. Taira's really strong. I've always known that, but I thought Moreno's takedown defense looked alright until I guess Moreno's just dumb. That's kind of a low IQ. I think that position was kind of his fault, huh? Fuck, I forgot. But this was probably easily fight of the night. Easily. Henry Cejudo versus Payton Talbot. Easily fight of the night. Like, they shouldn't give it to Merab versus Petr Yan because that was belt to ass. Well, this was belt to ass. I think they should give it to Payton Talbot because Payton Talbot, but they're not. They like to give like the rich fighters the bonuses for some dumbass reason. But I think they're gonna give the bonus to Payton Talbot and Henry Cejudo. Payton Talbot, you know, people say, dude, Cejudo's gonna out wrestle him. It's like, Cejudo ain't even a wrestler like that. Look at the takedowns, bro. 1 to 3. I mean, listen, I was right about this. I mean, he was the favorite, but the hardcores were trying to say, oh, dude, oh no, Cejudo could win this. This doesn't count. I mean, he won. I mean, whatever. This was goated. Petr Yan's the pound for pound best fighter ever. Most skilled best fighter ever. He saved us from Hitler's reign. This is Hitler. Merab is Hitler. Anyone who ever rooted for Merab, they're a Nazi, fucking, or Zionist. If you want me, I had to say something to make, you know, Merab is Benjamin Netanyahu. You know, I have to say things. You know, the MMA community, they're like fucking, they hate Jewish people. Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Gustav. I think they should have given the fight to Jan. I don't know. I bet draw. You know, I was mad when I heard about this, but you know, draw was probably the right decision. Jan he's obviously still got it, but I think he should retire. Grant Dawson versus Manel Torres. What'd I say? I swept the prelims and early prelims. Got this right. I didn't pick this fight. I don't pick women's. I got this right. This right. You know, I'm a genius. Call me Mystic Mac. I'm gonna get wrong. Everyone got this wrong. Got that right. Wrong. I got 3 wrong. But I got the one that really mattered. I got the main event. I got the main card right, bro. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. Grant Dawson versus Manel Torres. Thank God Grant Dawson is, you know, like Merab, boring as fuck. He has no power. Retard overhand right spammer. He hit Torres with the overhand right, but all that landed was straight fucking wrist. You know, he's fucking Netanyahu. He's a Zionist, Nazi, whatever gets you to hate this guy. Yeah. Thank God for Manel Torres. He's gonna be in the rankings and he's gonna be knocking people out. Same with Chris Duncan. You know, Manel Torres has already fought Chris Duncan and he finished him. How good is Manel Torres? You know, it is what it is. Mexican MMA is on the come up. Well, it kind of suffered a setback in Moreno, but you know, Tairo's goated. Japan's on the rise. Good for those guys. This is actually a decent fight. Faraz Sayam He's gonna be a problem, bro. He's great. Listen, I hate that people call Clinton Selkid like a minority killer. You know, I don't like that. And Clinton Selkid's an all right guy, but you know sometimes you want to see a fighter lose, not because you dislike him, but because you want to see their fans cope. And Selkid's entertaining. He's a good guy. He is promising career, and I think he's fighting in January. Oh, Fluffy versus Strickland got announced, and it's headlining a fight night in Houston, Texas. So Fluffy's getting a 5-rounder. I was worried he wasn't, but thank God he is. Martin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. Yeah, Vettori. Like, I think I'm gonna make a video on the worst UFC contenders. The worst UFC contenders in Vettori is so dog shit. I've known this, but he got shut out. And Ferreira is a fat ass. He's 5'10", and he missed the middleweight limit by 3 pounds. Altabek Gatia has yet to miss the weight limit. This guy's a fucking clown. I think it showed how this guy's a fucking clown. Bruno Ferreira's a fucking clown, dude. I feel bad for Vettori because it's not his fault that he's like slow and has like a mid-ass gas tank. You know, it's just his genetics. Like, he put all his stats into it. Like, God put all his stats into a chin. I feel bad for the guy. You know, he's having a rough run at middleweight, and now he's unranked. But it is what it is. Jalen Turner versus Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza should fucking hang up the gloves. Jalen Turner. Why'd they give him Jalen Turner? Jalen Turner is like, his record's kind of not good, but it's like every win of his is by finish. And he should have beaten Moicano. And he beats BSD and Moicano. You run those fights, he beats both of them. I don't know. But Jalen Turner, I hope he's in a good mental state. I really like the guy. Yeah, I hope the break did him good, and apparently he did so because he had a very calm finish. You know, no hesitation. He was just very composed, very good. This was probably like the best 90 seconds in a fight. Ivo Aslan and Iwo Borowski, Warriors. I wished every Polish fighter got this guy, and I wish Jan got a win so we can, you know, say, oh, Polish fighters are you know, goated and shit. But this guy's still great. I picked him too. You know, I just have ball knowledge. Iwo hits fucking hard. It doesn't take a genius to recognize this guy hits really. It's different. His power is different, and it really is. It's fucking crazy. Mansur Abdul Malik, he did what he's expected. He did pretty fast too. These prelims, they were going by well, not this one, but Marlon Sanos, he did what he needed to. He missed weight, scumbag, low key, but good for him. I don't listen, and I don't think Joshua Van's fans aren't bad to celebrate this victory. I don't think he's a real champion, you know. I don't mean to discredit everything Joshua Van's done. I mean, he does. I just don't. It's not a real. It's a fluke, you know. Like, run this shit again, it won't happen again. You know what I mean? And I don't think it really counts as a real loss, but it counts. But it breaks his win streak. It breaks Pantoja's win streak. His undefeated streak, for how long he's been undefeated. And yeah, it sucks. You know, Tyra's great. I still don't think his striking's all that, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really need to be all that, because his grappling is, you know, the bread and butter. His unorthodox takedowns, he's strong as fuck. His body triangle must be a fucking bitch to get out of in training. He's so strong. 5'7", long limbs. He's built like a fucking athlete. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. And Petr Yan did it. He did the impossible. Thank fucking God. I predicted this. Remember this video. This is my magnum opus. I picked Petr Yan to beat Merab when he was the plus 370 underdog. Remember this. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribed. If you want to stick around, if you like the video, then, you know, And comment anything you guys want to discuss. I will respond. I have a small channel, and I like comments are fun. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.